Hi everyone, welcome in. Add. Hi everyone, welcome in. Like the stream. How's it going? Hope you guys are having a great evening. It's gonna be audio today. Well, tonight. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. I'm gonna be on till probably not gonna be long tonight. I'm not staying on really late tonight. So maybe like an hour. Who's in here, guys? Are you guys just gonna do the same thing? Just watch? That's weird as fuck. Like, I want you guys to explain that to me. If you're gonna sit here and watch, like, explain that to me. You guys don't have a life? I mean, it's the only thing that I can think of. I'm not even trying to be an asshole, but only people that have no life watch other. Brianna, let me know if you're here. Let's see. All right. What is this? My night is going green. All right, let me do your question. How are you doing? All right, let's see. Yes or no for the question on her mind, Spirit. This is for Bree. Yes or no for the question on her mind. Yes or no for the question on her mind. I'm actually getting a maybe. I have the Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Swords, which for me, there's a yes, a maybe, and a no here. So I'm getting a maybe. I feel like there's something with you needing to be more confident. The Eight of Swords is all about, so I have the Eight of Swords as your outcome. So I'm getting like a no right now, but it's gonna, what they're saying is because the Hierophant is here, it depends on where your mind is at. I'm getting like, the Queen of Wands, she's very confident. She's very like, she knows she got it going on. She knows whatever she says goes. Again, like very confident, very secure, and they're very determined too. And they're saying you need to be that way. The Four of Cups keeps jumping out, so I'm gonna take that. So yeah, I have the Four of Cups here. So again, there's a bit of disconnect when it comes to whatever you're asking. So right now I'm gonna stay with the maybe. Like right now it's like a chance for you to change that energy, and ultimately you'll decide what that is. Um, I don't really like to give maybes, but I can't force a yes or no here if it's not here. Let me see. I feel like, so you got the Eight of Wands. There is a possibility for the energy to change to a yes, but again, it's gonna come down to you getting out of your head, because I'm getting, for me the Eight of Swords is like self-imposed restrictions, like self-imposed like negative thoughts, self-imposed entrapment. um so yeah, that's what I have for you, Bree. Hi Toka, thank you so much. You can post your question. And thank you, Bree. If I didn't say thank you, I always forget if I say thank you or not to everyone. It's like, what the heck? What the heck? You're welcome. So, okay, if you're here, you can post your question. You got this, Bree. And get ready for bed. All right, boo. Have a good night. All right, Jay's actions when he returns from vacation, like his vibe. All right, let's see. What are you want to know his vibe towards you or like actions? Well, let me just see what comes out. What are his next actions? What are his actions when he returns from vacation? I still can't believe he took me to a cafe over the weekend that was so random doing work. Oh, girl. Girl, I'm not surprised. Remember I said that you were gonna see, he was gonna make sure he saw you again. Girl. See, I didn't, you know what? I don't know if I was getting that per se, but I knew you were gonna see him. Like, I was like, yeah. I remember that day that you came in, I was like, yeah, no, this is not the last time you're seeing him before he leaves. He's gonna make sure he sees you. Have you heard from him while he's been on the trip? Yeah, it's been so humid. I just been feeling like nauseous. Like the heat just, ooh. Even though I'm under the air conditioner, it just feels like wow. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Not yet. Okay, you may still hear from him. I mean, he just left yesterday, right? What are his actions towards her? All right, we got the Seven of Wands. Your actions towards Soka when you return back from the trip. I feel like initially he's gonna be a little exhausted. You may notice that about him, being like a little exhausted, a little tired. Maybe not as talkative. I want to say, like just kind of like a little burnt out. But I feel like with the Six of Swords being here, I feel like he's going. That's gonna like change fast. I just think that he's gonna have like some catching up to do. So he may feel like a little burnt out. Like I'm seeing him like, you know what? I feel like I with the energy I'm getting is like someone that's like went on vacation and now he's like back and is like I've got to work hard. That's what I'm getting. I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Like catching up is what I'm getting. Like catching up, maybe even needing to catch up on sleep. You know, sometimes like when you go on vacation, you need a vacation from your vacation. The Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing some consistent energy coming towards you. I feel like you guys are gonna be more in a routine when he comes back. So like, let's just say it's gonna be for me. It feels like consistency, like the talking, seeing each other again, like maybe going out, you know, for lunch and stuff like that. Um, that's what I'm getting. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups, so I am getting that he's very attracted to your energy because this is my like very like intuitive queen. She's very soft. She's very generous. She's very like magnetic, right? Her energy is very magnetic. Like she can pull people in from just her energy. So he feels like you're very alluring. I have the Tower here, so let me just clarify the Tower. Give me a second. Hi, Joss. Yeah, like the Knight of Swords with the Fool. So that to me shows me he's going. There's gonna be a lot of changes. There's gonna be very drastic changes in a good way because I'm seeing him taking leaps of faith, being very carefree. Vacations. I always tell people this. Like even if you just go away for a overnight, like a 2 days, a day, you're gonna feel more rejuvenated. So I feel like he's gonna feel more in this energy of like wanting to have fun. There's like unlimited possibilities here, so I feel like he has different ways of how he's gonna try to bring this connection in. I'm getting like pleasure, having fun, adventurous, feeling very optimistic. So I would say definitely keep putting like good energy towards it, um, towards the connection, because I'm seeing him kind of, excuse me, like following your lead. So yeah, when it comes to actions, I feel like there's not one specific thing. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of everything, like conversing more, like I said, possibly going out to eat more, um, definitely interacting with you a lot more than maybe he has in the past. So something is definitely growing here. Is steady. He is being responsible. Either way, he's being responsible. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like that coming up, like initially, like I said, he may be coming in like a little tunnel vision for like a day or two, and then he's gonna be back to like, not saying that he won't speak to you, but you may see him a little distracted. So that's what I have for you, love bug. And thank you. Good luck with everything. Looks good. The energy looks good. Hi IJ. Hi Jess. How are you guys? Hi to everyone else that's in here. Make sure you guys like the stream. Every time I see Nightbot, I start reading it like if it was just that posted it. So I always go, still thank you, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? Every single freaking time. You're welcome. I just took a nice, cool shower. I needed a cool shower, and I'm hot. I watched two of the Aladdin movies. I have two more to watch. It was storming earlier. Yo, over here it's been like so fucking hot. Today, I think today was wow. Today, oh my god. Today was one, yo, today. The heated today. Today was, yeah. Today was one of those days. I like real rain sound. The other sounds, like the audio is nah. It sounds like frying chicken. Nah. Once I heard that, I just could not get over it. I couldn't get past it, y'all. IJ, one of my well, my visual that I get with when I affirm for, I'm not gonna say what you'll know, that I've told y'all about. Today it extended a little bit, like it had another little part to it, and I was like, oh my god, like where did that come from? I used to love rain sounds, but once I heard, like I saw that meme, yo, I could never get back into them. But um but um hold on. Yeah, I couldn't get back into it, but I love the real, like real. Right, the visual said to be content. The visual started. Wait, but it's funny because the visual started where it always starts, but then it kind of went back. Like it reversed, it rewinded. I was like, okay. Alright, so IJ is getting a channeled reading. So let's get started. Um, yeah, I have that Aladdin song stuck in my head now. I feel like of the Aladdin movie, I'm gonna have to say out of all like the princess movies, I gotta watch the other ones, but to me it felt like the least romantic, if I'm being honest. Like I don't feel like it's as romantic as like Snow White is. I just watched Snow White, the one that came out earlier this year. Like like the live people. Um or like even like The Little Mermaid. And I was talking to my sister, she's like, that was never one of like my favorite movies to watch. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was more of an adventure, but there was like not a lot of romance, which is alright. I mean, in the end, he saved the day, so you know. But I want to see the live one with Will Smith, so I'll definitely be seeing that for sure. What does Cosmic smell like, Jess? Mulan, I have to watch that. I don't remember watching that. I want to watch Pocahontas again. My nephew told me to watch Moana. So actually after Aladdin is Moana because he did tell me, he was like, you're gonna love it. I was like, oh, okay. And then me and my sister were like, my sister was like, where the hell? She was like, he must have watched that at his dad's house. And because she was like, he don't watch that kind of shit with me. And when I asked him, he said no, it was at school. They picked some movies, and he picked a zombie movie. But then he said, well, the girls chose Moana, and it was more girls, so he had no choice. So he was like, you're gonna love it, Didi. It's like, oh, okay, all right, cool. All right, let's pull for IJ. Slightly floral, okay. She is a Capricorn. Really, I feel like Sagittarius are more about adventure, but no, we like romance too. I don't know, IJ, if I agree with that though, because I know a few Capricorns. I don't disagree with it either. I know like most of the Capricorns that I know, they're very outdoorsy, for sure. Um, and some of them could be very like mellow, like don't really like to do shit. I'm thinking. I'm actually the people that's coming to my mind are the guys that I know that are Capricorns. I'm trying to think. Do I know any girls that are Capricorns? I can't think of any right now. But I don't know. Y'all know I don't get into all that science stuff, anyways. Because I don't really feel like um, I fit into Sagittarius or a Capricorn, or my Scorpio rising, or my Leo sun. Like I don't fit into any of the categories all the way. All right, let's see. What does that want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? how are you, Boba? Please like the stream. Donations are open, guys, but there's no free readings. It's a Leo, yo. How I that's why I was like a Capricorn. I don't know. Like I don't know why she didn't fit. Like to me, a Capricorn. Tiana from The Princess and the Frog is a Cap. You know what? I watched that. I don't think I have actually. I don't think I have. All right, let's see what's going on here. I want to rush rescuers down under again. You know what? I don't even know what that is. That I'm just catching up on like some of these Disney movies. Um, because my sister gave me the her info for Disney. You know what was I watching on there? I wanted to. Oh, Snow White. It was Snow White, the one that came out this year. So yeah, it makes sense. About the giant eagle in Australia. Yeah, no. I've never heard of it. Actually, I've never heard of it. Oh my god. I have to I'll look it up. Yo, why she always kind of brings up like this, like kind of like a past life connection. I get this almost in like a lot of the channeling that I do for her. There's always like this energy of like we've known each other. I get that with her a lot. Like I feel like that is something that she. I think that why I feel like I get that because it always comes out in a different term. So like, in this one, she's saying it's like a current runs through me, familiar but entirely new. So it's like there's always familiarity there for her, and I feel like that's what kind of like has kept. I would say no, I don't want to say kept the connection going because that's not what I'm getting, but more so I feel like that's what has like piqued her interest so deeply because it's like something that she's just naturally gravitating to. It's like your souls know each other. He's like, I've been to more gotcha boo. Gotcha. I'm actually typing today. You said typing so you can read the channel. What do you mean? You love typing sounds? Yeah, you do. You know what I do too? You know what I like too? You know what used to calm my anxiety? That's why I definitely got a deck of cards. I started off with an oracle. It it was that like the shuffling. I used to love watching. You know what's funny that yo, if I saw somebody shuffling a certain way, I wouldn't get readings from them. I would not get readings from them. Yeah, yo, I used to be like, what the heck? No, I don't like the way. I don't know what it is. It used to be like, did y'all see that CEO from that whole, I get astronomer was it? Wanting to sue Coldplay, and it's like, bro, like, Bro was definitely like, oh, girl, at different people. So with that being said, known, y'all still cut a girl that. You know what it is? They probably was drunk, caught up in a moment, and like, fuck, like who? But at that, like the area that they were in was so open. It's so open. It's like, it was literally like open, like just out there. I mean, when you're in a concert, like, like, you gotta like have the mindset that chances are you might be on that fucking on that camera, like, you know. I mean, is that something that happens all the time? Absolutely not. But you know, it's just those are precautions that you take. Like you was just out in the open, not giving a fuck. All right, IJ, we are ready. Just weird as hell. All right, so here we go. This is it's a little longer than normal. They are stupid. Like that's what the fuck he gets. Okay, so all right, it started off like this. So I'm gonna read it exactly how it started off. Hey you. um Right, exactly. Their reaction, because I don't think if they would have had that reaction, it would have never went viral. All right, so it says, "Hey you, there's something unspoken that lingers between us. Every time we talk, it's like a current runs through me, familiar but entirely new. I can't explain it fully, but I feel like I know you. Not from just the conversations we've shared, but from something deeper. Like our paths were always meant to align in this lifetime, even before we ever typed a word." Oh my god, that, and you know what? I never fuck that when I type. You know what? When I do these messages, I don't really pay attention. I just get the messages out, and the fact that I decided to type today, and she says we ever typed the word. That's crazy. Oh, you do? Okay, that makes sense then to you. There's a softness in the way you show up, but also this fire, this drive. I recognize it because it mirrors mine. We both know what it means to build something from scratch, to devote ourselves to a craft with soul. And yet, beneath all that ambition, there's a quiet longing, like we're both searching for something real. If I'm honest, there have been moments where I felt vulnerable with you, not because you've done anything wrong, but because you see me, and that's rare. I've been through things, disappointments that made me guard my heart, but something about you makes it feel safe to peek out from behind the walls I've built. Still, there's part of me that wonders if we're both scared to truly show up, to truly show our full selves. I sense it, that little dance between wanting to rush in and holding back. The push and pull, but I also feel something steadily unfolding here. Something worth working through, something worth showing up for. You challenge me in ways you probably don't even realize. You spark ideas, you make me want to be better, and you've made your way into my thoughts far more than I expected. And I can't help but imagine what it'll be like when we finally meet in person. When the tension that's been building finally has a place to land. I don't need promises, I just need something real. And that with you it feels like the beginning of something that could be. So that is the channeled message. Let me get you some. I want to do. I'm gonna switch it up today. I'm gonna do Love's Whispers, and I'm also gonna do the Angels Answers first. I want to use that today. So let's see. All right, we have change, regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, cycles. So there is going to be change coming up, like a death and rebirth. We have fated meeting, meant to be, destiny, predetermined. We have party, celebration, event, public, social gathering. It'll be funny if you guys, like, before you like make a, I'm just throwing this out there. Like before you guys actually like make a, like, schedule a date to see each other, you guys run into each other at some type of event. Like I have wedding right after that, marriage forever, the one union. So this could be like marriage for you guys, and all, or also, you guys possibly like being invited to the same wedding. We have healing, improving, mending, progress. We have unexpected, surprise, um, surprise, unpredictable, shocking, unusual, spiritual awakening, enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, rebirth. See, and we have date, courting, dating, anniversary, meetup. And let me get you like two or three of the angels. Damn, those were good. Those were really good. Shit. I got then the deck just like opened on its own. Her energy felt steady, but I mean we are connected to her higher self. So I know she's going through a loss. Have you heard from her? Oh shit, really? That is crazy. Oh my god. That is crazy. Y'all run into each other. Improving health. So I get that with that. What was the card? I forget now what was the card, but there's gonna be some improving health, and I feel like for me, it feels like mentally. We have helpful people, so I feel like you guys have guardians that are like literally working together. And I believe we have gotten that before. The situation will improve, absolutely, and we have a peaceful resolution here. And at the bottom, I have within the next few weeks, if you believe. Then that was the other card. So something very like there could be some like real like drastic movement in the 3D coming up for you, IJ. Now I said what I said, and left. Yeah, I would definitely leave that like that. She'll reach out. So that is for you, IJ. I was saying earlier, like I was saying how, like all of a sudden, like I just been eating healthier. Like I'm not even trying. I've been like getting up to work out. I've been like, moving my body, like getting like like feeling more rejuvenated. I mean, I'm tired. I have to actually get some sleep. But like as far as like working out, eating healthy, not drinking soda, not drinking juices, just literally water, fruits, like eating more clean. And I was like, you know why? That's what happens when you affirm, and that's even written in the Bible because my Christian therapist told me that. So it's like you don't have to look for like changes because you're gonna come in naturally. Like for me, when I learned about like, oh, just claim it, and I will be like, all right, I'm in this state, and I'm like, I'm looking for answers. But with affirming, because I guess I'm not paying too much attention, I'm like, it's just happening naturally. That's so I was saying that earlier on here on the live. Like I was saying, like we don't have to look for the changes because you're gonna come, and you're not may not even notice them. Like I'm like just 2 months ago, I was like dragging my feet to eat healthy, dragging my feet to like you know like try to lose some weight and like stuff like that. Like not, I don't really have to lose weight right now, but it's just I like to be a certain size, and I'm like it just happened naturally for me. Like I didn't have to force myself. So yeah, like the more you affirm, and I don't want to say the more you affirm, but when you keep up with like your study, you know affirming and like steady like deciding that this is who you are now, like, and when I say deciding, it's like literally doing your when you do your affirmations, when you think about it, you're already switching into that state because you're deciding that I'm chosen, or I'm healthy, I'm rich as fuck. You don't have to like how they make it seem like you gotta like physically jump into a timeline. I know that's not really what it is. When you're affirming that this is what's happening now, that's the jump right there. So yeah, I was saying earlier how I was like, yo, I just noticed like this is what happened to me last year. When I got really serious about affirming for certain things, they just started to fall into place. And the first thing that happened was this, me eating healthy, me eating clean. And like, fasting from a certain time. So like I ate something at like 7:50 because I had like an early dinner today. And then I brushed my teeth, so I won't eat. If I do eat something, which I probably will get a plum later when I'm done Justice channeled. But yeah. So yeah, thank you, IJ. I hope that was helpful and it gives you some clarity. I feel like her energy is more calm, but obviously, we know she's going through something. Um, all right, so just you are It is your turn now. Alright, let's see for Jess. Yes, your stage. Girl, you keep getting the Knight of Cups with him. Yo, you know what, IJ? I would not be surprised if he does, because I'm trying to figure out what his energy is. It feels like fun though. I don't know if it's spicy, to be honest, but we'll see. I got the Sun, the Five of Swords. I mean the Five of Wands. Hi, please make sure you like the stream. Donations are open. You can send for a reading. The prices are in the description, but I'm not doing I'm not doing free readings. But if you could please like the stream at least. Yeah, I said he was gonna be in a funny energy. So, a funny like in funny. Yeah, that he started off with that. Just okay. Girl, you wait, oh my god. I feel like it's coming in faster than I can even type. I said type. Not even type. Type. Like I'm glitching. Girl. Girl, this is a very IJ, you in here because you're gonna have a fucking ball with this. Because the messages are coming in fast. Hold on, it froze on me. I don't know why I would just wanted to say that girl is on fire. So maybe that's a song for you. Just that's Alicia Keys. Alright, we're almost done. Alrighty. Let's get started. I'll fix that later. Alright, so here we go. Okay. Listen, I don't know I don't know who I thought I was trying to I don't know who I thought I was trying to act unbothered. Like I could go weeks without seeing your face and not lose my damn mind. Because spoiler alert, that's I'm losing it. Like who gave you permission to be this fine and not be in my arms right now? I've been out here trying to play it cool, but every time I check my phone and don't see your name or don't see your face, I am instantly annoyed. That's how it came in. Like he's waiting for your call. You've ruined me. Nobody makes me feel like you do. And don't even think about entertaining anyone else because I swear I'll show up like, hey, just here to remind you, you're still mine. Thanks. I know we haven't talked about labels, but you've always been mine. This has always been real. You're my girl. Always have been, always will be. Even when we're mad, even when we're stubborn, even when we're both pretending we don't care. Well, usually you don't act like that, but maybe sometimes I have. Deeply wait, it says I do. Deeply obsessed with me, and if some dude even looks at you too long, my inner caveman start screaming mime, like chill bro, but also not really. Like I will seriously hurt somebody. You want to know the truth? I miss you. Your voice, your scent, your smart mouth, your sarcasm, even the way you sometimes act jealous. I eat that up, babe. I want us back, but better, closer, hotter. No games, just that real magnetic, maddening, can't stay away from you type of love. So, are we done pretending? Or should I just come kidnap you and end the suspense? Girl, I feel like, yeah, in his mind, you're his. Just like, I'm not surprised, because in your mind, you are his. He's yours. Um, this sound like how he be taught. For real? Oh my God. Oh my God. Good. Oh my God. Thank you for that confirmation. I feel like I tap into everybody. But I feel like with him, I really like I don't know if it's because he's more like smooth, like he's always like he just it's rarely that I get him being like holding back. Let me get some of these cards. Let's see. I'm gonna do the same like I did with IJ. Yeah, I was over here cracking up. I'm like, okay. Roll the dice, take a chance, leap of faith, strategy. So he could be definitely in his mind. I feel like he's gonna take a leap of faith soon. He's ready to take a chance. We have wedding, so we have marriage forever, the one union, and he has said that you are the one. Like we have ex lover, memories, the past, nostalgic, old flame. So he's definitely missing you, thinking about you. I have the single card, so I do feel like because it says alone, isolation, lonely, guarded. I feel like it's more so like he's feeling isolated, like he doesn't know what's going on with you. But I also feel like this is confirmation that he is not dealing with anyone else. Um, secret crush, admirer, attraction, suitor, butterflies. Yeah, and it's funny. Oh, this guy on here is actually really handsome. I never noticed that. I know this is AI, but he's really handsome. It's like that. He looks like the high school jock that like all the girls want, and he's like acting like he don't really care. But there's that one like nerdy girl that he like loves. I'm not saying that you're nerdy because you're not, but like he's like more attracted to the nerdy girl. That's what I get from that card for some reason. Divine intervention. So there is going to be something here. We have serendipity, a catalyst, supernatural, and karma, but I feel like it's more so like a catalyst. Like I feel like what's happening right now is going to be what possibly pushes him to like really take full-blown action. Like we have new love, we have honeymoon phase, childlike, and new beginning. For me, this feels like, yeah, like entering the connection in a like more of a having fun and being more open minded him. And then I have magnetic connection, alluring lust, irresistible flirting, and he did say something about you being magnetic. And then we have friends, acquaintance, trust, support, loyalty. Yeah, like this is like building this back up again. He may feel like, yo, I gotta earn her trust. um I gotta earn her trust before I even like try to create something here. Yeah, he's not used to not seeing you, and I think that he's soon gonna be like. That's why I said like it's like his conscious mind is like, oh, she's probably just off, right? But I think his like I said, like his spirit is like, yo, nah, something is not right, something is not adding up. Yeah, you should listen to Alicia Keys. That Girl's on Fire. I've never fully heard the song, but it keeps replaying. Like it keeps playing in my head, and I don't like I said, I've never really fully listened to that song except for like the chorus from like and like commercials and shit. Let's see the angels. What do you guys have to say? Oh, you do? Yeah, so look for a sign. So there will be a sign. There's gonna be something. get more information. So I feel like there is going to be a sign that may not be clear to you. You may not see it as like a, like, I don't know, you may not even really know, like, I don't want to say you may not notice, but I, because I feel like you will. um or this could be him getting more information on you, because then I have to take action, and I feel like he's the one that's taking action. Like, you're not gonna have to. Recovery and compromise, I feel like the recovery and compromise, to me, it feels more so like he's going to, yeah, I feel like he's like, yo, something's going on. Like, he may be thinking, even like, is she out because she's sick? Like, something is going to definitely come in. You got the yes, and then you have choose a new direction. But for me, again, this feels like for him, like, it's like, okay, bro, like, you already been in this place. Like, what are we doing? Like, are you going to go ahead and like try something else, or are you gonna stay in this energy? So that is what I have for you, Jess. You're welcome. Uh-huh. That's how you gotta look at it. There's a silver lining. And I still listen to my intuition. And when you first said it, like Saturday, when I registered, like what you had told me, I'm like, the first thing I thought of was your connection. Like, I thought of you. Like, I'm like, damn, she gets to see him. But then I was like, yo, for some reason, I just feel like this is going to like really like, I don't know, something about it was just felt to me like it's gonna work out in your favor. Not just the situation is, I mean, just overall, there's always a certain, that's why I say, like, I'm still a believer that things happen and better things come in. So, or like a better, something better happens, and maybe that's not, but I think that that's a good way to think either way. um is making room. That's why I asked you, like, what have you been affirming lately? Because I'm not surprised. Like, that happened to me twice, where I got let go from two jobs. One of them I was there for so long. That's one that I was talking about earlier, just where I got paid more than the whole department. And um I was there for so long, and I feel like it really just came down to like them having, like, because I started affirming that I was a successful full-time entrepreneur. And that the only thing is, that first time that happened, I just had a lot going on. Like, I was still fairly new to law of assumption. I kind of just even stopped affirming. um it literally happened, like, literally that bridge of events happened the next day. That's what I'm saying. Like, the bridges of events can happen the very same day, next day. It's just where your awareness goes is where it stays, and you keep experiencing that stuff. And I couldn't, I was with Jay at the time. He always needed help with something, and it was just like, before I knew it was, touching my savings, because he was struggling too. It was just a mess. And then I finally, like, when this retired judge, had a law firm, and he hit me up, and I was like, I work from home and I get paid the same thing I was getting paid to go into the office. Hell yeah, sure, why not? And doing exactly what I was doing. So I was like, hell yeah. And then the following year, like around like February, I just started to feel like, what am I gonna do? Because I do not want to do this type of work anymore. And I got back to affirming. That's when I really, like, I was like, oh, let me get back to affirming law of assumption. And that's what I did. That was in 2023. So I've been doing law of assumption actually for 3 years. I kept saying two, but no, it's been, oh, because earlier this year was like a little under three. So it's been 3 years, but really, really really being consistent with it 2 years. And yeah, that with that job too, the same thing happened. I scheduled a coaching call with Nikki, and I was mostly focused on work and that health. Really wasn't I was not focused on love at all. I was in therapy, all that stuff, and yo, as soon as I started affirming that week, like maybe 2 days later, I was like, oh, and there was no explanation. The last one, yeah, I argued with that girl, but it was again like things were just, it just worked out. I mean, that first time it didn't because again I wasn't really like focused, but that when it happened 2 years ago, I was cool. Like I was like, you know what? I wasn't scared. I didn't. You know what's crazy that they even denied my unemployment. But I feel like because I knew law of assumption so well that I was like, yes, like I'm not gonna sit here and dwell or like be upset. They denied my unemployment. Um, I had money saved. My lip glosses, I still didn't have them physically with me when this happened, right? I had just signed up for my Etsy store, so you know what? You know how the Etsy shop? I think you have to deposit like $1 or something like that. I had not even done that part of it yet, right? So there goes that. So I don't have that income either. The only income I had was my hair clients, and I knew because the summer is kind of slow. Like it's slow in the summer. A lot of people don't get their hair done because they're traveling. I mostly do coloring and cuts, and most of my clients they'll come in like May and June, get their haircuts. They don't come back till September. So I only had like my hair clients, but I knew that the summer like is coming up, and I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm pretty slow during the summer. So and I had not done a YouTube live yet, but I just believed that it was gonna work out. I was just like, no, like, cause I knew already. Like, my mindset was so different that I was like, I know what I have to do, and yo, it just fucking worked out. I think you know what, like, my first Etsy order came in June, and I didn't even notice it because I didn't have the Etsy shop, um, the app until I went on there, and I was like, oh shit, I have an order, and before I knew it, like I had like fucking 15, 20 orders in a day. I remember there was like that end of that year, I was making like 4 or 5 thousand on Etsy. And at that time I wasn't even doing like tarot readings. I was just doing the messages. So yeah, it worked out. And I had that belief. I'm like, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't like how it happened in 2022 where I was not prepared mentally. I just wasn't prepared mentally. I was going through a lot with that person that I was with. Um, but yeah, it worked out. And here we are 2 years later. And it's working out. And it's going to continue to work out. So yeah, that's why I say for you, like, I just feel like, I don't know, when you sent me the Friday, remember, I was kind of confused. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on? But then on Saturday, I was like, hold on. And the first thing I thought of was that. I'm like, yo, this is literally like, I just felt like, yeah, it's like an unfolding that's happening, but it's gonna work out for you. Like it's gonna benefit you. And it's a good thing that you're feeling that way too, because you learn with law of assumption. Like if you could sit here, and that's why I told myself earlier, I could sit here and dwell on something, like overthink about something, or I could just do what I need to do and do my affirmation session, which is what I did, because shit is gonna happen. You just can't let it fucking break you because life is already no life is great. I was gonna say life is already hard. No, life is great. Y'all, I'm gonna sleep so good today. You feel calm about it now? Yeah, good. I don't feel like you have anything to like. Me. I don't know if it's too because I've learned not to freak out about too much lately. Like I used to be a person that would like freak the fuck out, and like I've learned not to, and I'm okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep today. I'm gonna sleep real good today. I learned to like not worry. That's why I felt back from a few people. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my energy has been more balanced since falling back from a few people, even like really close people to me. And you know, I don't feel bad. And I was just telling my sister, like my older sister, about it, and she was like, "Yeah, don't." She's like, at the end of the day, like, cause I'm like, I think back to where I was last year when I wasn't really like bothered with people, and like my life was so at peace. And that's why I say, like, sometimes you don't even realize that it's not you or your energy that's something wrong with you. It's like the people that you're interacting with. And, like I said, I have someone that, like, I love you to death, but sis, every time I call you, you be dry as fuck. You always got some bullshit going on. And, life is happening. But it's like when you see patterns in people, like, you know what? This is my thing. So, actually, both of my exes had hit me up early last year. But the one I had not heard from him, and oh my god, since like I want to say 2001. So like in almost like 4 years. And he was so mad because I was not responding to him because I didn't even know. Well, he had a new Facebook page. So, and I'm like, I was ignoring his DMs. And then I finally was like, I have nothing to say to you. Like, I'm not understanding why you keep writing to me or whatever. He turned right into the asshole that he's always been. And I was like, you know what? Like, I I literally thought to myself after the fact, like, it's so sad that some people just they don't evolve, they don't grow. And to me, it's like if I don't want a man in my life like that, honestly, I don't want friends like that either. You can't pick and choose. Like I know some people who will. I know somebody who like kept forgiving her ex, right? But wouldn't forgive her family, and I'm like, that to me has always been like a weird thing. Like, how women will forgive their partner, but they're not their friends for stuff. And that's what that reminded me of. And I'm just like, bro, you, that's when to me it's like you picking and choosing when you want to have boundaries. And it should be all the way across. And just because you know somebody for so long, that's just where I'm at now. Where it's like, just because you know somebody for so long, it doesn't mean that you have to like, you know, put up with certain things. Um, Hi Amber, can you please like the stream, and donations are listed in the description. Um, so yeah, it's just for me, I'm just like I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't pick and choose. I treat everybody the same. And if I don't want to be bothered with like partners that are like that, I'm not gonna be bothered with friends and family that are like that either. Just because there's history. Because people like to use that a lot, like, but it's like after a while you just be like, yo, like, do you want to grow? Like, do you want to evolve? Do you want to like, do you want to change? Because for me, I'm like, um you want to stay the same? Like, do you like, is that like, I mean, if you want to stay the same, that's cool. But as you evolve, yeah, some people will be left behind, and some things will be left behind. Now, I have a belief that your partner will follow your lead. And that's just my belief, and I don't care. I'm gonna stick with that. I've always said that. That's the belief I've always had, even before I knew about like law of assumption. Like for me, it was more so like when you evolve, your person evolves with you. Where some people get scared, they'll be like, "Oh my God, but if I evolve like my person, like, you know, then that's your belief." My belief is that when you evolve, your person evolves. That's why they say, like, if you talk to like people like in this community or even like in any other community, they'll say like be around like-minded people, because trying to explain certain things to certain people is like literally going in one ear and out the other, and you'll find yourself more frustrated than anything. Like I did something for one of my friends, put together a whole packet for her, like all her affirmations, what routine, because I know she works, so like everything. You think that she ever like called me to get this stuff, like information? And when I did reach out to her that weekend, crickets. So I said, fuck it, I threw it away. I don't care, you figure it out. Like, don't waste my time, because I wasted a lot of time that weekend, the weekend before and the week of, and it was just like, yeah, that was a waste of time. It was a waste of freaking time. So I gotta go through. Oh my god, my Yahoo inbox is has. Y'all ready for this number? That's funny because I was cleaning out my text messages. One, first of all, my email has the number 19. That means I made this email when I was 19 years old. So literally 19 years ago. And almost 20 years ago. Right now in my inbox there is 1,000, I mean sorry, 131,056 emails. Wow. Let me see how I can I do um that's the thing, they're red. They're red. Oh my god. Okay. I need to unsubscribe from a lot of shit here too. I got a small circle. I'm gonna different things. Yeah, I have to yeah, go through. I That's crazy because I've been cleaning out my phone. I've been cleaning out, and now my I guess my emails have to be cleaned out, which is cool. I don't mind it. Alright, guys, well, I'm gonna head out. I'm tired. I'm definitely gonna be on here for, I mean, erasing this stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, for August, I feel like I feel like I want to do money challenge. Like for the month of August. I was thinking about that in the shower. That's where my ideas come at. Not really, but most of the time. Yeah. Um I think I want to do money because I think we've done SP the last 2 months. Um so yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. But you guys let me know if you guys want to do SP again. We can do it. But yeah. So we'll talk, guys. Have a good one. I mean, I'll talk to you guys. Bye.